talk about this. You know, with Supergirl coming out, you might be forgiven if you kind of forgot there was another film arriving by the name of Jackass, Best and Last.
I
Now,
love that
look,
title.
it's a great title. That is a great title. I am not the biggest Jackass fan in the world. I was never taken with the show. I wasn't all that big on the first couple of movies. But then I think for me personally, Jackass 3 came out. I think it was 3. And they just a subtle adjustment they did to their formula. And I found myself laughing my ass off almost the whole way through. I really quite enjoyed 4, and I actually am kind of excited to go see 5. Well, the reviews for Jackass Best and Last have come out, and they're in sinners territory. Because as of right now, Jackass Best and Last,
Wow.
as of this recording, is holding a 93% critic rating.
Wow.
93%. In the same realm as Christopher Nolan films, as Denis Villeneuve films, Jackass Best and Last has a 93%. Let's go over and see what some of the critics are saying. Screen Rant said they liked it. While the film can't match the heights, both metaphorical and literal, of previous entries in the series, it remains a fitting farewell for fans. Metro liked it. They said, what sets Best and Last apart from the others is the emotion. Knoxville has infamously said after each of the 5 films that he's had enough, but this one actually feels like we're waving goodbye to a beloved pioneer of slapstick comedy for good. Of course, who else would review Jackass than the Financial Times, who wrote, the purer the gag, the more helpless your laughter. Men being stuck between the legs remains the gold standard. IGN liked it. They said Best and Last functions more like a coda to the whole franchise than its own full-fledged Jackass movie. But if you love this franchise and these guys, it's a fond farewell, complete with the requisite penises, poops, and vomit along the way. NYC Movie Guru did not like it, said lazy, repetitive, and unfunny. It's unabashedly lowbrow and unafraid to be offensive, juvenile and disgusting, but without a shred of wit or imagination. The funny thing is, with almost all the Jackass stuff, I agree with almost everything he just said up until the end when he said without a shred of wit or imagination, because that's what makes it for me. There's a lot of wit and imagination, but that's just me. All right. CG Magazine liked it. They said, by nature of it being half a clip show, Jackass Best and Last wasn't going to be the best of the series, but it's a fitting send-off for an all-time great comedy franchise. And it just kind of goes on from there. You know, I can't say for sure what it is about this series, at least the last couple of installments. You know what? Strike that. I think I can. I think what has made these movies for me, again, at least the last couple of ones, there's an inherent joy watching a group of friends laughing their asses off together. And I think that's the part that gets me. Like, the stunts are crazy. Like, what was it? It wasn't Francis Ngannou, but they had one where they had like a UFC fighter punch them in the groin. It was like, oh my God, like the lunacy of it. But it's also just seeing these guys, this group of friends, like laughing themselves sick with each other, at each other. That's the part of it that I think really started taking over, because any 5-year-old can make a gross video, but there's something about chemistry that these guys have. And Johnny Knoxville has proved himself to be a maestro of conducting that ridiculous symphony. And for that reason, I appreciate Jackass. And yeah, I'm kind of looking to going out and seeing it myself. I haven't watched it yet. I'm probably going to watch it. I might sneak out at one point when I'm in Vegas to go over and see it. But anyway, Chris, the new Jackass is here. The reviews are, again, we're talking 93%. We're in the Denis Villeneuve range here. What do you think about Jackass as a franchise as a whole? What do you think about these reviews we're getting here?
Much like you, John, I didn't really like grow up watching the show or anything, and the first two movies I just saw moments of, but I do remember distinctly the third one felt like a big event, maybe because they played into the
Yeah.
3D aspect of it all. And at the time, I was under the age where I couldn't see an R-rated movie, so it was one of the films I had to sneak into, and I felt all scared I was going to get caught and all that. And it was a fun watch, and so. With this new one, it's nice to know that they do have a good farewell, goodbye. I was curious because as the lead up to the movie was coming, I was getting word that it was more of a greatest hits kind of movie where it's like some new stuff, some old stuff, and I was worried maybe, dang, how much of the movie is just replaying old stunts into the film. But I guess there's enough in there where you get a good balance. And on the critic side, because like you're saying, Denville new numbers. I like how we're in this era where critics, or sometimes, I think a lot of the times, they're willing to meet a movie for what it is now. There'd be a time where like this is a bad movie, so it's obviously gonna get a bad score, but you understand what they are, you know what you're in for, and if they deliver on that, well then yeah, it's what you're looking for. Of course, you're still gonna have people who are not a fan of it, but I do like seeing that people are like, for what it is, it delivers that.
Yeah, like I'm always saying that, like, to me, movies are experiential events, and every movie aims to deliver a different kind of experience, and you need to be measured on how well do you deliver the experience you were aiming for. And if I don't think Jackass always accomplishes that,
Mhm.
but when they do, they really do. Rob, how have you felt about Jackass as a series? What do you think about these reviews we're getting for it? I don't know. What are your thoughts right now?
I gotta admit, I sometimes feel bad about how much I've enjoyed some of these Jackass movies.
I never feel bad.
I mean, I'm thinking, look, there are people in life, like, to me, there's two different kinds of people. There are Three Stooges people and there are Marx Brothers people. I was a Marx Brothers kid, the Three Stooges, I'm like, come on. These well, I can't, but I don't know, man. I was never that much of a Three Stooges guy, but these are Three Stooges guy movies.
They really are.
Yeah. And I'm embarrassed to admit I'm not immune to the charms of the Jackass franchise. and so look, and it's amazing, John, how it's I mean, didn't it started on MTV, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a show that who would have thought that this would have been a theatrically released property? I mean, cooler heads knew. I didn't know. I would never have made the money they've made on this because I never would have greenlit it because I just don't have that vision being a Marx Brothers guy. But you can't deny success. And the fact that this has continued to go on, you got to give it up. And the fact that it's pulling 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm astonished and I'm fearful for the future. But at the same time, I have to sit there and go, good for them.
Yeah.
Why? Again, if people derive pleasure from this, who am I to poo-poo what they like? And I have to say, I'm going to see this movie.
Well, let me ask each of you guys
unapologetically.
This. I'll start off. As you look back at the Jackass stuff, what has been your favorite bit that they did? I'll tell you mine. I don't know why. I have no idea why, because on paper this isn't even funny, but it's the one where two are really close. One is the one where Johnny Knoxville got on the rocket that fired him into the lake.
Oh, dude.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of my thing with heights or whatever, but that one will always stick with me. And then the other one is also a Johnny Knoxville one where he got in the cage with the bull. That's a huge one to me. Chris, do you have a favorite one or one that sticks out to you?
The one that's like stuck in my, because there's funny ones and then there's ones that just leave an impact. I remember one that I always think back to is there was just one where they went around giving each other paper cuts in like the section of their finger, and they even did it like on their feet too. And I'm just like, that's one where it's like it's a small thing, but it really is like, oh, this is awful to watch.
Rob, do you got one that stands out in your memory?
Didn't they have something like a poo cocktail?
Oh my god!
Oh, the platter, the poo poo platter, I think it was, or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, what was that? Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? There's another one that I was just like, as they're setting it up, I'm like, no, they're not going to do it. Like, they're not going to do this. This thing, no, they're not. And then they do it. It's
So
the one where
gross.
they put Steve-O in the porta potty
Oh.
and then slingshot it up and down.
I think
I'm
they
like,
revisit it.
Yeah.
oh, did they? Did they
Do
go
it
back and do
again.
that one again?
Yeah.
They do it again.
Oh, that one to me was one that, like, I will live in my nightmares forever. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Jackass has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, which is kind of stunning. Are you planning on going to see it? If so, jump down to the comments too and let us know, do you have a favorite bit that they've done in the past? Whatever you guys think, jump on down there in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a second and thank a sponsor of today's video, Hims. You know, one of the hardest things about trying to lose weight is just figuring out what actually works. Because we've seen them all. There are a million trends, diets, and gimmicks out there, and honestly, it can get overwhelming. And that's why weight loss by Hims really stands out. Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications, including the Wegovy pill at its lowest price ever, and the Wegovy pen. With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise. It helps you regulate your appetite and eat less, so success is within reach. Plus, Wegovy is the first ever and only GLP-1 available in a pill for weight loss, so there are no needles needed. And the process is extremely convenient. Everything happens online. You connect with a licensed provider who determines if treatment is right for you, and if prescribed, your medication gets delivered right to your door. No insurance necessary. Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/Campea to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's HIMS.com/Campea. hims.com/Campea. Based on advertised cash price for 30-day supply of medication only. Membership required, fee not included, and billed separately. Weight loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk A.S. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.